Hey guys, Ucl here and welcome to another FIFA 21 UCL Road to the Final player review, and today guys I'm going to be reviewing the 83 rated Ucl Draxler. I honestly cannot remember the last time I used this guy in Ultimate Team. Like, his gold cards have never looked that appealing, have they, in previous years? Did he have like a Footmas card last year maybe? I can never remember the last time he did Inform or whatever, but yeah, he's been included as a part of the new Road to the Final cards. I was looking at which one to try and review a little bit earlier on when it was 6 PM, and so many of them are way overpriced. So I thought, which one should I buy that I think might lose me the least amount of coins? And I went with Ucl Draxler, and even he went down in price. I think I lost about maybe 10 or 20,000 coins with tax, so not the end of the world, but yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't go with anyone else because I probably would have lost even more coins, to be quite honest. But this Ucl Draxler card, though, to be fair as well, you know, actually does look pretty decent, and PSG are doing pretty well in their group. I believe they're second. I'll have a look in a second before we talk about all the other stuff to him. So yeah, he did cost me 105,000 coins, 3 games played with him, 6 goals scored and 1 assist. He does have 4-star skills and 5-star weak foot. Some of his main top in-game stats, the likes of his 83 positioning, his 85 shot power, his 87 ball control, and also his 86 dribbling. I did have the Hunter Cam style applied to him. He does have quite a few traits, and very useful traits. The AI traits, the technical dribbler and playmaker, and then the finesse shot, outside foot shots, and finally the flair trait. So a big fan of those last 3 traits that I did mention. That I think they're very good to have. Obviously 5-star, 4-star as well is pretty good at the same time. But yeah, this card actually really surprised me with how good he was in game. I know some of his in-game stats, like his stamina, don't look the greatest. His physicality doesn't look the greatest at the same time, but he actually really surprised me with how good his finishing was in game. I think definitely go with the Hunter Cam style was a really good cam style to go for. By the way, I'm looking at my phone at the moment to get PSG up in their Champions League group. They are actually third at the moment, so as it stands, if the group was to finish now, he would remain as an 83 rated card, but his design would switch to a Europa League cards. And I'll tell you what, with PSG, this is the thing with this Ucl Draxler card is, it's a bit of a risk buying him, because whilst I think that this card was good to use in game, I don't think he's got like the longest shelf life. I mean, he got me 7 goal contributions in the 3 games, and I do want to put his finishing down as a pro to him. I think the main, before we talk about why I think this card might be good buying and maybe a bit of a concern to buy, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on with PSG's situation in the group a little bit more in detail. But yeah, he got me 6 goals in the 3 games, which I wasn't expecting at all. Very, very good in front of goal. But I think the main reason for that was because obviously 5-star weak foot's great to have. The fact he's got the outside foot shots and the finesse shot traits as well are obviously very, very good stats to have for any sort of finisher in front of goal. But the Hunter Cam stat makes his shooting stats really, really solid. His positioning goes up into the high 80s. His shot power goes to 89. His long shots remain at 83. His finishing goes up into the very high 80s as well. So even with the Hunter Cam style, his shooting stats become very, very good, but they don't become like, you know, the best in the world or whatever. But in game, like, he was just finding the back of the net on all sorts of occasions. So I was very happy with that. 6 goals in 3 games, a superb return. I couldn't fault that whatsoever. Certainly, I think the Hunter Cam stat is the best to have to him because his passing stats are already fine. His dribbling's already really solid. You can't increase his stamina. Physicality wise, it's so low to the point that if you were to put a cam to increase his physicality, you wouldn't really see a difference in my opinion. So I honestly do think that if you're going to buy him, even if you're going to just use him as a cam, which obviously is the best position to play him in, I think the Hunter Cam style is by far the best cam styles I have applied to him. But yeah, you know, his finishing was just absolutely superb on his left, on his right. You know, the 5-star weak foot came and used very well. The finesse shot and outside foot shot also superb to have at the same time. So yeah, his finishing top class. His passing as well, only 1 assist in the 3 games, but the way that, you know, he linked it over the players in the team, you know, he was at least providing chances towards when they're attacking players at the same time. So I was still happy with his passing. His passing stats are solid as well. 85 vision, 85 short passing, long passing at 71's fine for a cam in my opinion as well. So his passing once again solid all round. His dribbling as well, 4-star skill, which is obviously very nice. He's got 85 agility. No, sorry, 83 agility. He does have 86 dribbling, 87 ball control as well. So, you know, he does feel nice and smooth on the ball for a cam, which is obviously very important. So I couldn't have any complaints, you know, there at the same time. I thought he was a solid card. He really, really was. I do think he was slightly overpriced. I bought him 105,000 coins. He's currently selling for 90,000 coins. This card will drop a little bit more once the initial like hype of him being in packs kind of goes down. He'll go down to about 60,000, 70,000 coins in my opinion. And also, PSG aren't in a great situation at the moment. They're third in their group. Istanbul are bottom with 3 points. PSG have only got 3 points themselves, so winning 1 game and losing 2. Then you've got Leipzig on 6 points and Man United on 6 points. So PSG could quite easily go and still win this group, but they're not the... I don't think they're looking... I mean, they've got Neymar, they've got Mbappe, but there's something about this PSG team. I think that they will find a way to go through in this group. I think it will be them and Manchester United that will go through in the end of the top 2 positions, but... it's not a guarantee, but I can't see a world where Di Maria, an attack of Di Maria, Mbappe and Neymar don't make it to the last 16. I just can't see a world where that just doesn't happen. They've got to go through, surely. And of course, this car will be upgraded to an 85 rated if that does happen. So it is still a little bit of a risk, but in terms of how this car was to use in game, I was happy with him. He surprised me with how good he was, actually. And I think that we will see this car go down to about 70,000 coins as well over the next 24 hours. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.